Few cars have captured the spirit of driving joy like the Mazda MX-5 Miata. Since its debut in 1989, the Miata has become a symbol of pure, uncomplicated fun behind the wheel. Now, in 2026, Mazda brings us a refreshed and refined version of this legendary roadster, one that holds onto its soul while evolving for a new generation of enthusiasts. The 2026 Mazda MX-5 Miata is here, and it's everything a driving purist could hope for, and a little more. Evolution of a legend. The Miata's success has always stemmed from a simple philosophy: lightweight, rear-wheel drive, with just enough power to make every corner thrilling. The 2026 model builds on the ND generation with subtle design changes, improved performance, and the latest tech, all while maintaining the roadster's minimalist character. It doesn't try to be something it's not. Instead, it refines what has always worked, keeping the Miata's identity alive and well. Exterior design, subtle but striking. At first glance, the 2026 MX-5 looks familiar. But a closer look reveals a more sculpted front end with sharper LED headlights and a sleeker grille. The lines are cleaner, the proportions tighter, and the stance a touch more aggressive. Mazda has also revised the aerodynamics slightly, improving airflow around the front and sides for better high-speed stability. The Roadster now rides on new lightweight 17-inch wheels, with optional forged alloys for those opting for the Club or RF trim. Available in a new Soul Red Crystal Metallic 2.0 and Deep Slate Blue, the Miata maintains its visual charm while adding a touch of modern sophistication. Interior, driver-centric and premium. Inside, the cabin remains focused on the driver. The 2026 Miata features improved materials across the dashboard, new Alcantara seat inserts in upper trims, and a reworked digital gauge cluster that now integrates analog-style displays with modern data feedback. While the layout stays simple and uncluttered, Mazda has added wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, a larger 8.8-inch touchscreen, and enhanced voice command capabilities. Everything from the short-throw shifter to the placement of the start button is designed with engagement in mind. There's no needless distraction, just a clean, well-appointed cockpit built around the thrill of driving. Powertrain, naturally aspirated and proud. The heart of the 2026 MX-5 Miata remains the same 2.0-liter naturally aspirated four-cylinder SKYACTIV G engine. But Mazda has managed to eke out a bit more performance, now pushing 192 horsepower and 151 lb-ft of torque, thanks to revised engine tuning and a lighter exhaust system. While these numbers might not turn heads on paper, the Miata's magic has never been about raw power. It's about how that power is delivered. Mated to a slick 6-speed manual transmission, or an optional 6-speed automatic with paddle shifters. The engine sings freely to its 7,500 RPM redline. The throttle response is immediate, the gearbox is as crisp as ever, and the power-to-weight ratio remains perfectly balanced for spirited driving. Handling, a masterclass in balance. Mazda's engineers have fine-tuned the suspension setup for 2026, introducing revised dampers and lighter control arms. The result is a more composed ride that doesn't compromise the car's playful nature. Steering is razor-sharp, and the Miata continues to feel like an extension of the driver's body, especially in tight corners and quick transitions. The Club trim features a limited-slip differential, Bilstein dampers, and front shock tower braces, making it the most performance-oriented Miata yet. Still, even the base sport model offers a rewarding experience, reminding drivers that handling finesse doesn't require massive horsepower. Tech and safety, quietly modern. Though the Miata celebrates analog driving, it doesn't ignore modern needs. The 2026 model adds a new suite of safety features, including lane departure warning, blind spot monitoring, rear cross-traffic alert, and adaptive cruise control. These systems are non-intrusive and can be disabled easily for drivers who want a purer experience. A reworked sound system, improved sound insulation in the RF, retractable fastback model, and updated climate controls bring added refinement to everyday driving. But don't expect a luxury cabin. The Miata still wears its lightweight, focused character with pride. RF variant, style meets substance. For those wanting a bit more comfort and a coupe-like profile, the RF variant returns in 2026 with its signature power-retractable Targa roof. It adds a touch of refinement and practicality for drivers who need a little more all-weather capability. Though it's slightly heavier, the RF delivers nearly the same performance and driving feel, making it an attractive option for daily drivers who still want top-down fun. Pricing and trims. Mazda keeps things accessible, with the base sport trim starting around $30,000. The club trim, aimed at enthusiasts, comes in closer to $34,000 and includes performance upgrades like Brembo brakes and sport suspension. The top Grand Touring model offers more creature comforts, including leather seating, adaptive headlights, and navigation, while the RF versions add about $2,000 to each trim. Conclusion: the spirit lives on. In a world increasingly filled with heavy, tech-laden cars and electric anonymity, the 2026 Mazda MX-5 Miata is a breath of fresh air. It reminds us why we fell in love with driving in the first place. Light, agile, and full of character, it stays true to its roots while embracing just enough modernity to stay relevant. Whether you're carving mountain roads, hitting the track, or just enjoying a sunny drive with the top down, the Miata delivers a joy that few cars, at any price, can match. For 2026, the legend continues, and the road ahead has never looked more inviting.